Hey guys, okay, so as the title says, this is gonna be a get ready with me video. The last time I did one, you guys seemed to like it and asked if I could do more videos like that, so I thought, why not? Today's Mother's Day. I'm gonna be taking out my twist and doing my makeup and, you know, putting on a dress, so I thought, why not film the whole process? So that's basically what I'm doing. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Give it a thumbs up if you do, and let's just get on into the video. Okay, so as usual, I'm in a rush. I went to bed way too late last night, and so I couldn't wake up this morning. Then I was trying some new lights again. I went back to box lights because my lights broke, and I was like, you know what, let me just deal with the box lights that always work really well. So I've been trying to situate that for like the past 30 minutes. I'm a little frustrated because now I'm in a rush and I gotta go, and I hate to rush when I'm filming a video because I want to make sure that I do it well and I film everything that I need to film. So yeah, so basically we're just gonna do a get ready with me today. Today is Mother's Day. I'm going to brunch with my family, so I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do with my makeup, my hair, and my outfit. So I guess let's just get started. I'm gonna try to talk through as much of this as I can, but because I'm rushing, you know, I'm just gonna have to get it done. And my battery is low. I forgot to charge my battery last night, so I'm just all flustered and rushing, and I hate rushing. So of course what I'm doing now is like I put this I can't think when I'm stressed. Okay, I put the primer on initially, the spray one, of course. Same routine. I really don't need to talk you guys through this. I'm going to show you a little bit different things that I've been doing, but you guys know what primer and all that stuff is. Of course, I'm going to list everything in the description box below in case you guys want to purchase any of the products that you see me using. Sorry if I'm exposing y'all. I hope all of you guys that are moms are having an awesome Mother's Day. Of course, you're going to see this after Mother's Day because it's very unlikely. Ooh, I'm breaking it out. It's very unlikely that I'm going to get this recorded, edited, and up on the same day. Sometimes I feel like, do I even really need to color correct? I mean, I know I do because I have some discoloration, but it's just like an extra step. But it does make a difference though. If you have the time to color correct, it does make a difference in how your base of your makeup looks. And so lately I've been using these stick foundations. I kind of switch around with the foundation that I use. Routine that I do as far as like the different products that I use, or like I should say the steps for the products that I use, pretty much remains the same. I just switch around the types of products that I use. So I've gone back to my Lancome stick foundation and I've been using that lately. And I just feel like it gives a really pretty flawless finish. Normally I would do my hair first, but I feel like my hair would be in the way and I didn't want it in the way. So this is something that I've been doing lately. So as you can see, like I'm kind of just putting all the steps of my makeup on first, and then I'm gonna just blend it all in together. So it kind of saves time a little bit because when you're blending, you're just ready to blend it all, but then there's still some steps I'm gonna have to go back and do, like highlighting my nose and down here, but for the most part, most of it will be already done. And I'm back to using my beauty blender, so I'm gonna just go in with my beauty blender and blend all that out. So I'm just gonna make sure to go in, of course, and blend all that out. You'll see, if you're used to watching my makeup tutorials, you'll know that that's like a key part for me, is to always just make sure everything is seamlessly blended in. I'm gonna put a little bit of highlight on my nose. And here I'm gonna put a little bit more. So I didn't get much sleep. I feel so tired. I was supposed to wake up earlier to get this done, And you know when you just don't get enough sleep and it's just like your body just feels like it just cannot get up, like it just cannot function. So that's what I felt this morning. I was like, dang, I cannot get up. So I got up like 30 minutes later than I had planned on it, but I still wanted to get this video done for you guys. So I'm just going over with a cream concealer on those areas that I know have the most scarring, just to kind of give it a little bit more coverage. So you never want to use your foundation to cover all your marks. Like the foundation is the base, but that's what concealer is for. It's to kind of go back in and get in those areas that were not covered by the foundation, because if you start trying to layer up and cover your marks with foundation, sometimes that's when it can start looking a little bit cakey. So get a foundation that is your skin tone shade, not the one that you use to highlight, one that is the same tone as your skin, and that's what you're going to use to cover your marks. Okay, so next I'm going to put a cream bronzer on now. Like I don't do this often. This is usually part of like my, you know, full all-out makeup routine, but lately I've just been incorporating it into my kind of like everyday routine. So this seems like a lot, but like I said, as long as it doesn't come out looking like a lot, I think that's what's most important, is that it doesn't look heavy and cakey. You guys have seen me do different routines, so of course you don't always have to do it like this. There's so many different ways. I prefer like a minimal, super simple look, but sometimes, you know, I'll put a little bit extra effort into it. Before you put your powder on, always make sure that your concealer, you've gotten all the creases out of it, because once you set it, if there's creases in there, they are going to stay, and that is never cute. I don't do any baking. I just like to lightly set it and dust some powder over it. Next, I'm going to blend out the contour. I'm not really a contour person, but this is more, I mean, I guess this is kind of contouring, but this is more so like just base bronzing for me, because although this is something that I have done in the past, I don't know if y'all know that I love Beyonce, and Beyonce's makeup artist said that the best thing to do to get your makeup to last, especially like when she's performing and she's sweating and all that kind of stuff, and I have oily skin, so I feel like that kind of applies to me, is to layer up your product with the cream and a powder. And that does seem like a lot. Like that's not something you're going to want to do all the time, but if you're just having a day where you just want to make sure that your makeup lasts longer than usual and stays looking good, then why not, you know? I've been doing it, and once you get like used to doing it, it doesn't seem like it's a lot. It just might seem like a lot at first, but it's really not that bad. And always make sure to blend out those lines, y'all, because I've had times, like I think I filmed a get ready video with me before, and once I was looking back at it, I noticed that I forgot to completely blend out my cream bronzer. So it was like a stripe of makeup just like on my face. This little triangle contouring there, y'all, I got that from that that video that Rihanna did when she was doing her makeup. She's like, oh, make a triangle, you know, because sometimes I just feel like I've been looking a little chubby in the face. So I'm just trying to slim all that out. And it may seem like I do like a ton of blending, because I do, because I really want to make sure that all of my makeup is like really, really blended in there, and it's just like my skin. It doesn't look like, oh my god, she's contouring and she's highlighting and she's doing all these extra things. I want to make it look really natural. As natural as you can be, considering the fact that you're wearing makeup, you know. Something else that I've been doing a little differently is using this powder, which normally I'll use it for like a powder foundation routine, but I just love the way that it looks. It gives such a pretty glow on your face that I've been just incorporating it into setting my foundation, which is not something I normally do. I usually use something really light, but I love the glow that this gives. So I'm just gonna set on my makeup. I like to go over my eyes just lightly too, because I just want to make sure that it's not looking like that like flashback type of look, just in case the foundation, or I mean the concealer, wants to give that flashback look, I want to make sure that I cover it with a little bit of powder that's my color so that it doesn't do that. On my brush, I'm going to spray my sponge a little bit with this illuminating Cover FX spray just to further set it and kind of give me more of a glow. It's super light, like you could just spray it on your face, but I just want to spray it on the sponge. Next I'm going to bronze. I haven't bought any bronzer in a long time. I haven't seen any come out that I feel are worth getting, and I have enough, and I'm a Reform product junkie, so that's another reason why. But I think this one that I'm using now, this one by Givenchy, I think that it was temporarily gone, but I believe I did see it on Sephora's website at some point. So if you have seen me use this one in the past and you couldn't find it, I think it's back. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I came across it one day. And I was like, oh, it's back, because for a while I think it was kind of hard to find. That's like a change that I've been doing with makeup. I kind of like focus on all the base layer first, and then I go back and finish everything else, like my eyes and all that stuff. I feel like I look so tired today because I am. I've only got like a few hours of sleep. Okay, next we are going to work on eyes and brows. I've already mentioned before my favorite combo. I do a primer, then I do 2 different mascaras. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I did my lashes and one brow off camera. You guys have seen me do this a million times. I'll show you guys how I do this one. But you guys know I keep it pretty simple. My eyebrows are pretty thick already, so I definitely don't try to reshape them or make them thicker. I just kind of fill in any sparse areas and just enhance them. So that's primarily like the front and underneath. We're gonna set the brows with this Anastasia, the gel. And we're gonna make sure if there's any mascara on the lids, we're just gonna kind of clean that up. I like to use bronzer on my lids. I don't really do much with eyeshadow. I just kind of keep it really simple and just kind of contour the eyes a little bit with, like I said, some bronzer. So I'm going to go over the whole lid with the bronzer. And then I'm going to go in and just kind of contour around the eyes. This is like a super easy and simple way to enhance your eyes. Every once in a while I may do eyeliner or put on a little like really bronzy eyeshadow, like a very neutral tone. But for the most part, this is what I do on a daily basis when I wear my makeup. It's not like a huge difference, but it makes a subtle enough difference to where it just like lightly enhances your eyes. So lately I've just been wearing highlighter. I've been wearing this Dior highlighter, but today I'm gonna switch it up and do something a little different that I haven't done in a while. So because I'm doing the whole cream and powder thing, so I'm gonna put a little bit of this cream highlighter on first. Because normally I've just been using a sponge to do my highlighter and keeping it really simple. I haven't worn blush in I don't even know how long, like over a month. But today I thought I'd put some blush on just to bring a little bit of color to my face. So I'm gonna take the sponge with this highlighter and it goes like so. It just kind of gets it into your skin a little better. It makes it kind of just like melt in there. You guys see that? It's super subtle, but if you want like a quick everyday look, it doesn't look as dramatic, I feel, as with like a brush. I'm gonna go in and highlight, go areas of my eyes and my brow bone like I always do. Initially, what I was gonna wear is why I thought I was gonna wear blush, because I was gonna wear a white top. And then I was like, no. I am gonna wear a dress because I wanna wear something that I'm not normally gonna wear out. I can wear like jeans and a top anytime. It was gonna be cute. It was gonna be nice enough for brunch. But I was like, let me do something a little different. So that's why I had decided to wear a pink blush, because I was like, well, I'm gonna wear white. So I want to kind of like bring some color to my face. But now I think I might wear this blue and white dress. We'll see. I haven't worn it in a long time, so we'll see if it even still fits properly. But the pink will still go good with it. You guys see my lips are pretty pigmented. It's funny because a lot of times you guys will ask what's on my lips, and sometimes it's just like a regular gloss, but because my lips are so pigmented, it looks like I have something on, but I don't. So a lot of times, I don't do this often, but you know, we're being a little extra today. I'm gonna kind of mute out my lips so that the color that I'm wearing shows better. This looks weird. It looks like I have like frozen lips right now. But this is just kind of muting it out so that the color pops better. It's not going to be a huge difference, but it's just giving me a base to work with. I'm going to just line it with this neutral liner. So it's good to do liner just in case, like when your lip products start to fade or kind of wipe off, you still have some pigmentation on your lips. I'm gonna wear lipstick today, but of course I'm gonna top it off with a gloss. I like to always just kind of push the lip product into my lips just to kind of make it look more natural. That's my whole thing. It's like, it doesn't matter how many different products you use, what products you use. I think the key to making it not look cakey is just to really kind of like press it into the skin and make sure that it's blending. This is like another pink gloss that I have. That's kind of switching it up a little bit today for me, because you know I always just keep it like a super neutral lip, but a little pop of pink today is what we're doing. Okay, so I think that's it. I have the blush. I feel like the blush is a little bit too much, or maybe I'm just not used to seeing myself with blush anymore. But okay, now we're just going to spray the face with my go-to just to make sure that this lasts as long as possible. Now the makeup is done. We're gonna let that spray just kind of set, and we're gonna go and work on the hair. Normally the hair is the first thing that I do, and I let that kind of set while I do my makeup, but I didn't want it like all in my face and everything while I got ready. So my hair has been sitting in twists for a few days, so now we are just gonna take these twists out. That I make the twists really small, well, not really small, but I make them smaller than I usually do, because I find that I'm getting not only much more definition, but when I do them small, that allows me to do less separation. And I feel like minimal separation with the smaller twist has been not only making my hair last longer, but it's giving it more definition, a lot more volume. And definitely the main thing is that it's preventing a lot of frizz, because the more you touch it, the more you separate it, then the more frizz is gonna happen. So if you twist it in a way that allows you to keep that separating to a minimum, then you're not really disturbing the curl pattern much, or the twist pattern, whatever you want to say, and it's not gonna be frizzy. Okay, so I think that's all of the twists. Now, you can see that I have a lot of definition. Like, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but there's a ton of definition and it's already big. and I did like super minimal separation. So it really is going to depend on your hair as well. Like I have really thick hair, but even if your hair is not thick, the less touching you do of your hair, period, no matter what kind of hair you have, the less frizzy it's going to be. So if I can do my twist like this and minimize the amount of touching that I'm going to do, I feel like that makes a huge difference. So I'm just going to go through and find like maybe any pieces that are like super chunked together that I feel like I want to separate just a little bit at the bottom. Like I said, still not too much separating, but you want to make sure it's like enhancing the curl and not like big chunks just together. I also like to kind of stretch it out because I have so much shrinkage when I do my twist outs. I usually gel down my edges, but lately I'm like, I really don't need to always gel down my edges. I just want to put a little bit of moisture on them. I'm going to use this Kinky Curly Glow Pomade, and I'm just going to smooth it on my edges just so that they're moisturized and they look neat. I'm going to set them after this so they're going to lay down a little better too, but it's really not necessary, I realize, to set them with gel because it's not like I'm wearing my hair slicked back or anything. It's just extra product that doesn't need to be in my hair. Now I'm going to go in with my pick. I'm going to pick it out. I personally love big hair, but not only that, you want to make sure that you pick out those areas that were parted so that you don't have like a bunch of separated sections in your hair. Kind of going underneath. Like I said, I like big hair. When my hair is straight, it feels so weird because I'm used to having my hair really big and curly, which is how I love it. I feel like myself with my hair curly like this. When my hair was straight, I don't feel like myself. Oddly enough, I feel like it's so much more difficult for me to maintain straight hair than the textured hairstyle because my hair just wants to curl up. Like when my hair is straight, my hair is like, what are you doing? This is not what we're used to. It likes to be like this. So my hair is gonna get bigger throughout the day. Once I step outside, it's gonna continue to grow. So I don't want to do too much fluffing and adding too much volume, but it's gonna get bigger throughout the day. So next, I'm just going to tie my edges up just to kind of lay them down a little bit while I get dressed. I do like to further stretch my hair out by using a silk scrunchie, and I'm just gonna pull it back, and then I'll probably go put a bonnet on it while I get dressed. And then I will come back and show you guys the finished look. Okay, so here is the finished look. I put my dress on, my hair is all fluffed out and set, my makeup's done. It's gonna be hard to show you guys the full outfit, but I'll make sure that later, like I did last time, I'll have somebody kind of film the whole look for me so you guys can see it. If you guys are longtime subscribers, you will probably recognize this dress. I haven't worn it since that time, and I've actually lost weight since I've worn it, so it's a little bigger on here, but I think it'll do. Okay, I'm just gonna break in the video real quick and let you know that I'm so sorry. I forgot to have someone record the head to toe look for me on the day that I filmed this video. I didn't realize it until I was editing it that I forgot to do that, and I have been meaning to recreate the look just so I can show you guys what the full dress looks like, but I just haven't got a chance to, and obviously my hair is not styled the same as it is in that video. So if you are following me on Instagram, you would have already seen it. If you're not, then follow me on Instagram and All My Loves too, and go a couple weeks back. This was on Mother's Day, and you can see the full dress if you want. But like I said, you guys still see my hair, my makeup, everything I did. You just didn't see like the full head to toe look. So once again, I apologize for that. I just wanted to come in and say that because I know in the video I mentioned that I'd have somebody do that for me, and obviously I didn't, so I apologize. Please forgive me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh yeah, if you want to see the jewelry, I just added some bangles, watch, rings, and these studs that I wear all the time. But yeah, that is it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this look. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Make sure you are subscribed. Like I said, like the video, subscribe, share. If you're not already, follow me on Instagram at allmyloves2, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at allmyloves2. Make sure that you are. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. When I did one before, a lot of you guys were like, oh, do more videos like that. So I was like, okay, today's the perfect day to do one because I'm, you know, doing my hair, my makeup, and getting all dressed to go out and have a day with the family. So if any of you guys are mothers, hopefully you have an awesome day. Happy Mother's Day. Hopefully you have an amazing day. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.